Test. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. All right, all channels connected. Okay, well, that was fun. That was fun while it lasted, I guess. I don't know. We'll try it again tomorrow then. Everything was to act really weird, so I guess we're just not gonna do that. All right then. Well, now I have to figure out what we're gonna do next. What is this? Now, listen, this is music. I am playing music. Aren't you excited? What am I looking at?
What's going on, guys? It's Jeremy here, back with another video, and today we're going to be addressing the issue of hunch over posture, also known as upper cross syndrome, which is something that honestly the majority of people have nowadays due to increased technology.
Wait a second.
Which is something that of hunch over posture, also known as upper cross syndrome.
Wait a second. Oh, I want to find it. Can I not find it? The third one is exactly what Nick Fuentes looks like. My man's he's sitting there. He he looks like my man. He looks like a he looks like an ostrich. His head is just like so far away from his shoulders. It's incredible. I never even knew that could happen. It's hilarious. Anyways, what is this?
Honestly, the majority of people have nowadays due to increased technology use and increased time spent sedentary. But this definitely isn't an issue that you should just ignore, because not only will you look better, taller, and just overall more confident with better posture, but hunch over posture can make you more prone to injury in the gym and can actually decrease your strength in key lifts in the gym, like the bench press and the overhead squat.
Yes. My key lifts.
Poor posture is the result of two things. Number one being weakness or inactivity in the muscles that are supposed to pull your chest and your back upright. And number two being overactivity and tightness in muscles that pull your back and your chest forward into this hunch over position. So in this video, I'm going to address these problematic issues and show you a 10-minute daily routine that can be done at the gym or at home, consisting of strengthening exercises, foam rolling techniques, and mobility exercises in order to correct your posture as fast as possible.
First, let's talk about strengthening exercises. You'll probably hear most people say that you simply need to train your back more in order to correct your posture. But honestly, this isn't very good advice for most people, because it's not all of your back muscles that are weak. It's specifically the lower traps and rhomboids that aren't getting enough activation and strengthening in order to pull your back upright.
How to not slouch. The not slouch. What's this? The room temperature room. Oh.
Done.
Mr. Barnes, walk with me. Mr. Barnes, air conditioning repair is an elite worldwide family dating back to the very beginnings of civilizations. Our predecessors were slaves, fanning the pharaohs with palm fronds. Over time, we became expert at making our superiors comfortable. We made it our business. And along the way, we learned to make ourselves comfortable. No more palm fronds, Troy. Now we are the pharaohs.
Reference approved.
Okay. What the?
Feel that?
Is that Childish
Actually, I don't
Gambino?
feel-
Precisely. Have you heard the expression room temperature?
Of course.
This is the room. This is the room temperature room.
I can't tell where the air ends and my skin begins. It's incredible.
That's what we do, Troy. Incredible, invisible, unbelievable things. We're an unseen, unknown, invincible fraternity of craftsmen. Graduates of this school are guaranteed lucrative employment for their entire lives. And I'm inviting you to join us.
Will there always be paninis?
There is one catch, Troy. Once you're in, you're in. Air conditioning repair will be your life. A life of secrets you'll be unable to share with outsiders. You will be an air conditioning repairman and nothing else until the day you die. I don't expect you to make a decision now.
What am I looking at?
Take 24 hours.
Reference approved.
Cool. Can't feel my pants.
What in the? What am I looking at? All right. This had no connection to the outside world at all. Boom whackers. Did you guys use boom whackers? I remember those. I miss boom whackers. I want them back. The art. Okay.
I really love balancing stones, mostly because I think it's such a great way to also balance myself and to create something beautiful at the same time. Even though a little wind is enough to make it look like your sculpture never was there. But in this moment, as I try to find a tiny, tiny little balance point, my thoughts are completely silent. And that's a very good feeling.
Is she the one who finds all these balancing stones? I don't know about you guys, but I've never seen balance stones out in the wild. Never before. And I don't know. I don't know, they do creep me out a little bit. Why are you out there balancing stones? I don't like it. But you know, who's gonna stop them?
Sometimes it only takes a couple of minutes to make a balance, and sometimes an hour.
An hour. That's crazy.
But when it's done, I love to watch the stone balance. It looks so still and quiet in a world that is constantly moving. Very often, I see people commenting that it's fake, that it's impossible to do this, and that it's
Roses are
photoshopped
red,
or
violets
blue.
of you.
But
Blue, you didn't
I
search
kinda
for
get
this.
excited about
I
those
didn't. You didn't search for this.
Because
This
it's a
searched
proof
for you.
that there is so much more in this
Honestly,
life than we could add.
these are the type these weird videos coming out of literally nowhere, just crawling, seeping from the woodwork with 9 million views. No one ever searches for videos like this. Me rages in the first minute.
Ever imagine. If some people think that this is impossible, imagine then how many more things there is in life that we still think is impossible, just because we never really tried it. Just because we already put the frames on what is possible and not. I also get a lot of questions about how to learn this, and my advice is, just go get out there, find some stones, play around and have fun. After a while, you will get to know the stones and get a feeling of how to balance them in the best way, and you will learn to see which stones works best together. You might spend a lot of time trying to balance a stone that will never balance, but you learn something every time, and it's a wonderful way. of
Some
spending
stones
time
will
in nature.
never balance. What does this tell us about the world? That some stones will never balance. Ever. It tells us some things are terrible. Some things will never be fixed in this world.
Depending on what kind of stone balance you're doing, the balance point can be really tiny. So the movements that you do while adjusting the stones to find the balance point are so tiny that you can barely see it with your eyes. You just feel it with your hands. And when you finally find that tiny balance point, the gravity will be there for you to hold your stones together.
Incredible. Incredible. All right. Well, I mean, what is this? Here's like a video of like K-pop is cringe. That's trending on Twitter. Amazing.
All right, welcome back to Problem.
This is a Andrew Yang YouTuber. Well, YouTube channel. They talk about Andrew Yang. They only really talk about Andrew Yang through the lens of Andrew Yang. And they like Andrew Yang, which isn't necessarily a problem. Do your thing. But I don't know, personally, I don't think Yang's really going anywhere. What is he? He's moved from 0 on average to 3 on average. You know, he's doing his thing. But I don't see him making it very far at all. I have no clue where he's polling in the early states. I think it's less than 5%. And this late in the game, polling this low late in the game is really, I don't know. I just don't see it. Personally, I just don't see it. But, you know, don't let anybody stop you. I don't really feel like he's running to be president. I feel like he's just running to push a sort of like a policy set that he agrees with. Once again, nothing wrong with that. Steyer came out to support Yang. Yang has obviously qualified for the debates via New Hampshire and Crooked Press and Crooked DNC are blocking Yang. Crooked Perez, my bad. I cannot be a Democrat. I don't know.
Problem Solver Politics. I am your host, Cardin Ellis, with Cody the Oracle.
I don't know. Personally, I feel like there should be a way of like narrowing down the stage. I think it's gonna be really hard. Unless debates are going to be like 10 hours long, it's really hard to get a stage of like 10 people to actually discuss policies and everything to be all right with choosing a candidate. I don't know. It just seems really weird. I think sorry, I can't speak today. I feel like the way the DNC has handled this year's election process has been okay. Also, I should probably, give me 1 second. I need to change my stream. Need to change my stream. But these guys, they're like Yang people, so let's see what they have to say.
Hey, everybody. And we got a leaked memo. Ooh, We love them
Well,
leaked memos.
Unfortunately, we didn't get it. But
Yes. Oh, but
Daily
okay.
Beast did it, and they're kind of right about it for us.
Yeah, so in this leaked memo, it's actually pretty interesting. There's been a humble plea on behalf of Andrew Yang to have more polls and of a specific genre. Cody, tell us what is going on.
Yeah, well, the big thing that happened here. Now, this letter. First thing I want to make sure I mention too is that this letter was sent to Tom Perez about 8 days ago. I think the 22nd. So today, this article came out from Daily Beast saying, in leaked memo, Andrew Yang asked DNC for more debate polls. So Andrew Yang is urging the DNC to take an unorthodox step in its debate oversight process, commission more polling over the next several days, which they should be well within the right to do if they want.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. In a letter sent to the DNC chairman Tom Perez on December 21st, sorry, 22nd, 21st, obtained by the Daily Beast, the Democratic contender calls for the DNC to commission 4 early state polls before January 10th as part of an effort to encourage more diversity on the debate stage in Iowa. With the upcoming holidays and meager number of polls currently out in the field, a diverse set of candidates might be absent from the stage in Des Moines for reasons out of anyone's control, Yang wrote. This is troubling prospect for our party. Regardless of the DNC's best intentions, voters would cry foul and could even make unfounded claims of bias and prejudice. And they go on to say Yang qualified for the debate, yet to reach the polling threshold for the 7th, and was the only candidate of color on stage at the recent Los Angeles event. So far, 5 have qualified. One more thing I want to get into.
I mean, sure, I guess him being the only candidate of color on the stage kind of sucks. With considering the DNC's constituency, well, the Democratic constituency, but I don't know. I just don't think it's too crazy. They met the individual donor requirement in one qualifying poll, but has 3 left before he can clear the criteria, and believes the commission more polls would be a simple solution. I mean, sure. Let's do more polls.
Here we go. It's been over a month since a poll in Iowa, New Hampshire, Nevada, or South Carolina has been taken. The letter contends, I believe it's just a fact, which would not take into account any potential polling bumps from candidates' recent performances at the 6th debate earlier this month. As you know, big shifts can happen within short periods in this race that we've already witnessed multiple times. Really quickly, I want to show you guys. This is over at Politico. Zach Bonfilero puts this together with Stephen Shepard. It's really nice. It's a graph, or not a graph, a spreadsheet showing you guys all the different debates, all the different pollings that are going to qualify, who's qualifying for the debate. And you'll notice the last one conducted here. By the way, they've all been national polls going back to mid-November.
Yeah.
Not national. The last poll conducted was 12/12 to 12/15. So we're going on 15, over 2 weeks since the polls, since any qualifying poll has been released, period.
Yeah,
Not
we
early
haven't
state.
been seeing
Again, going
like
back to
literally
if you wanna
any
go
polls.
Specifically to Iowa, we're looking at 11/6 to 11/13 was the last Iowa poll.
Yeah.
So it's been a while. And that's what so there isn't without merit
And
here.
we did that video, 5 or 6
Well,
videos
that's
ago.
what I wanted to show people. This graph. Yeah.
Look at that gap, man. That is just brutal.
And what this shows is this is going back to 2016, both Democrats and GOP primary polling. And let's see if I make sure you can, there we go. So you'll notice that these are the various polls that came out. Just going back to recent history, 2016, we saw roughly, it looks like a 9 to 10 day complete lapse of polls. I mean, essentially 2 full weeks, because Christmas week, we're not getting polls, which, what do you know? We hadn't had any polls released among this week this time. And it looks like we're not going to be expecting any polls till the earliest, maybe the 2nd or 3rd of January, just using recent history as the last presidential election. The reason why I really wanted to show you guys this, one, not without precedent. I don't think anybody who follows this stuff was absolutely shocked that there's been a kind of a drought of polls recently, because yes, that is what happens around Christmas and New Year's. People don't poll as much. That's the history. This is what I thought was kind of interesting. So Daily Beast did try to get some information from Tom Perez and the Andrew Yang campaign. According to this, so this is the first time Yang had written Perez, I guess, according to the campaign staff. They say the correspondence is the first time Yang has written Perez, the senior campaign official said. They have not heard back from the campaign chairman directly. So they've gotten no response. However, they did receive an acknowledgement that it was received. Ouch. That's like basically Yang's left on red.
But was it one of those automatic emails that says, "Thank you for contacting the DNC chairman, Tom Perez. We can assure you that your email is of utmost importance to us.
Pretty much.
We will get back to you as soon as possible."
But this is the last thing I want to for the article.
Skip ahead a
Who
little
leaked
bit.
the memo? Anyway.
Yeah. It's been 47 days since a qualifying poll in Iowa. He's got a point here. It's just like we have not been doing any. The DNC's been pretty terrible when it comes to polls. At least at 25%. That's a big jump. Big jump for your boy. Oh, he still hasn't. It was I don't know if you guys heard, but Yang, he was like demanding an apology from NBC. Yeah, he's being endorsed. It's just like all Yang stuff, which is, I mean, cool, I guess, but once again, not something I care about. I just don't care. I just don't care much for Yang. I don't see a reason to care for him. There's this. I keep getting shown this. It's called TV, offline TV. And apparently it's a bunch of like really big streamers and some content creators. And it's just like, okay. Doesn't really interest me. I don't watch any of these people. So they're just like random people to me. But let's I wanted to look at this because apparently this is trending now. Apparently this is trending now. It's called it's okay to be white. Why is this trending? What are they talking about? Let's take a look. Ah, yes. All the boomers and conservatives be on this hashtag like it's okay to be white. Spare oppression. It's really crazy because like polling did show that like conservatives believe they're like white people in general are more oppressed in society, American society, than other groups of people. So there's that. All boomers? You generalize much? Oh, now it's just like, it's just a semantics game. It's just a lot of people very, very mad about everything. I am proud to be white and will not apologize for my skin color, no matter how much the news, media, or Democratic hate on white people. And FYI, I am neither a boomer nor conservative. Who's this? Hey, sorry, I just swiped your victim card. It was declined. Oh, I don't know. I don't like this. I think all of this is cringy. Literally all of this is cringy. The people who are like, white people don't get to be like this are cringy because it was pretty bad on the left. Just like lampooning white people just for their mere existence. I don't like it. I don't like race-based politics memes like this. I don't know. Like the simple phrase like it's okay to be white seems to be playing off the like the same energy that like the phrase white power does. And people are just playing with it to try to push little messages. You know, the other guy who's like, I love being white. It goes well with my blue eyes. And mostly, you know, to the common observer, that's like a perfectly fine statement, you know. Who cares? Someone tell this girl to stop talking about my hands. This is like a K-pop. This is a K-pop. I don't know anything about this. But what was I talking about? Like white people are not oppressed. They're okay. But I've seen this a lot in like these like white supremacist circles, neo-Nazi circles, where they're like, we are the true people of color. We have our hair is red. We can have green eyes. We're the true people of color. Like, okay, dog. Okay. I don't care. Quick, drop your face cams. Okay. They're weird. The easiest way to most of the things that I've seen in here so far, I haven't scrolled too far, but most of the things I've seen in here is just like people talking about how this trending sucks. I don't know. I feel like it was trending like down here, and then people were talking about why they're talking about it, and now it's all the way up here. So white people fighting other white people in the "it's okay to be white" tag over whether or not it's okay to be white. Beautiful. It's beautiful. But yeah, I mean lots of this stuff was like super cringy. But at least I'm not black. Yep, see? There you go. Easy rares. Look at it. Ooh, wow, look. Ooh, wow, look. Human accomplishment. Wow. Look at them go. Amazing. Look at them. They're posting stuff. They're posting about like, oh, wow, look. Europe, Britain, they're accomplished. Everywhere else, not accomplished. What even is this? What's this from? What type of terminology is this? Europe. How do you explain like all of Europe? Rest of the West. What is the West? What does this mean? 1400 and 1950 is easy enough to sum up that if you don't worry about complications, the numbers of significant figures from Britain, France, and Germany dwarf those from everywhere else except for Italy. The chart blows. Percentage of all persons mentioned. What does this mean? Significant events. How do you categorize a significant event? Significant figures. What does that mean? What does that mean? What are you talking about? I don't know. You can't even read that. That's amazing. No one said you can't be white. You just can't mistreat people for hundreds of years and then play victim. Well, I don't like this. I don't like this framing where you say, well, let's read the rest of it to see where we go. Also, is this another K-pop freaking? Is it just why is literally everything here K-pop? There's so much K-pop on Twitter. We need to stop. K-pop must be stopped. Dream must be crushed. Nah, leave them alone. They love their stuff. Don't hate on them. But there's so many K-pop people here. Why? There's so many K-pop girls. This whole thing is K-pop girls. Holy crap. Every third thing is from... There's another one. Look, there's more. Holy crap. They just keep going. Why are they all here? Why did they descend on this? Honestly, the people who put this up here, I see more people talking about with like these like videos from K-pop concerts and stuff tweeting here than literally anybody else. They're just bumping this whole thing up. Anyways, what is this? Being white isn't the problem. The problem is society treating anyone else that isn't white as a criminal, rapist, thug, or a terrorist. It's okay to be white, but it's not okay to treat others like shit just because of the color of their skin. Truth. Now let's see. This got people really mad, so let's see what happened. I'm white, delete this, nephew. Okay. Let's find something dumb. Only people that do that are the police and criminal establishment. Okay. Oh, look. The super predator folk devil narrative as long as grooming gangs, just another super predator. Medium.com. Wait a second. Let's look this up. Evan Williams. Medium.com is an online publishing platform developed by Evan Williams. Who's Evan Williams? Evan Williams is an American computer program internet entrepreneur who's founded several internet companies. Was previously the chairman and CEO of Twitter. Okay. I was banned for Twitter for criticizing Ian Miles Chong. I have no idea who that is, but it sounds like they said something racist. Probably. I think I can reasonably assume that. Will I say for sure? No. Oh wow, look, brown people did a bad. Fun fact, 1930s prepared the generation that would cause the untold suffering. Nazi generation, what? Indoctrination included the Nazi concept of what are they talking about? They say social justice caused Nazis. Holy crap, we're on fridge temperature IQ. It's literally quite nice being white. Seeing people bitch about it makes me feel even better. Cool. Nice. Twitter is incapable of seeing the bigger picture. Twitter is a terrible place for like anybody who wants to do any sort of talking besides just like regular hobbies. Crime stats aren't racist. Got him. Don't make me post crime stats. Wow. Brown people did it bad. That means all brown people bad. We did it. We did it, boys. We've overcome science itself. The oppressor can't be oppressed. I mean, you can say mean things about white people. I don't think you should. Is that a form of oppression? Probably. Is it systemic and hurts them? That's a broader question, but I think it's still bad. It's poor. It's poor for just like being politically effective. That's true. When you understand that you can't be a K-pop fan if you're not from Korea? I mean, true. You can quite easily be a K-pop fan from anywhere. Wait a second. Where's my music? I'm pissed. Give me chill hop in the background. This is loud. This is too loud. There you go. Give me chill hop in the background. It's the same video again. It's not even Korean. I don't know. It's just so weird. There's too many K-pop people here. This is truth. This is truth. If you don't want it to be trending, stop talking in it. It's crazy. But I don't have to wake up and fight for my rights as a white person. Well, like people of marginalized communities can be white. I think we can all agree that like trans people can be white. Black people usually aren't white. Middle Eastern looking people usually aren't white, but there are other marginalized communities besides racial ones. It makes me happy to see autistic voices sharing their views on It's Okay to Be White hashtag. Thank you, Sarah. Nice. Very smart boy. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Shout out to all the races helping It's Okay to Be White trend. Just followed someone named a Nazi. Nice. Wow, you followed someone named a Nazi. Wow, cool guy. Folks, even when people refuse to show you love they reserve, it's not okay to bully people with autisms. Look at him. This dude has to be at least like, he has to be like 12. Knowing that you have sufficient firepower to protect yourself is freedom, you dumb thought. It doesn't matter if other people have guns or knives or a hecking flamethrower. Good folks will always have each other's backs. Okay. Okay. Yep. Just keep pushing guns out there, because lots and lots and lots of people in this country have guns, but we still have a gun problem. I wonder why. Maybe their idea is just like, if every single person had a gun, if literally everybody carried a gun at all points in time, everywhere would be super safe. It's sad that with all the news of massacres at churches, blah, 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 and they explain to protect ourselves is important. And he puts like a Bible verse on why we should like just hand people guns. What is this? Can we acknowledge that people like Elon are really responsible for the rise of anti-Semitism? Oh, he tries to do the Ilhan Omar is racist or something. It's good to be a part of the supreme race. Oh, okay. Okay. See, this is what makes it hard to be like, hey, you know, we shouldn't be mean to just like white people in general, because for one, it's dumb, and two, it's the same as being dumb as them being dumb to like just other races. But then you get people like this who say it's good to be a part of the supreme race. Oh, her main. Oh, she's not on her main. Incredible. Incredible. The replies. They're calling you delusional. Oh, this is terrible. We aren't fighting for our rights. We're fighting for our lives. We aren't fighting for our right. We're fighting for our lives and our country. You're trying to take our country back. Every time I go to Walmart, I see a brown person and it makes me sad. They're walking around buying things like the rest of us of the supreme race. My blood gives me an HP bonus. Okay. What rights do white people have that others don't? Don't worry, I'll wait. Ooh, yes. Excellent. He said over policing is a problem in a lot of black neighborhoods, and he said in my neighborhood there are lots of white people and then I see police. Incredible. This is the level of debate that you get on Twitter. Amazing. I'm so glad I'm here. Imagine thinking you could be racist towards white people. This is a horribly dumb take. Because I think most of these people are operating under the idea that racism equals like oppression plus power. So like, since marginalized communities don't have power, that means they have the oppression aspect, but they don't have the power aspect. So that means that they could just be as racist as they want, I guess. Which isn't something I agree with. It's dumb, and I really wish that I could open a tweet in another tab, so it won't be like taken out of it every single time. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate Twitter. Here in the UK, there's an issue with racism. Blah blah blah. It's towards other white people in other parts of Europe. What color you are? I mean, sure. You can, it's just not systemic. I mean, oh, there's a whole lot of deleted tweets here. It's another, oh yeah, it's another, here. Oh, they're a BTS person. I think this is a BTS as well. I come from an island with mostly blacks. Blah, 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 hit us. And there are white people who face racism a lot. Wow. It's almost like in different parts of the world, there are different social hierarchies that go on. Incredible. Who'da thunk it? Who'da thunk it? Let's go back. Let's find something with like a little, wait, what was that? Someone posted the definition of racism. I love semantics games. They're so funny. I don't see any clause about white people here. truth. Let's see what people have to say about it. Dude, don't try to discuss what K-pop stands. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I want to see. I didn't want to click on that. I want to see what the replies was, because I know this is like garbage. That's right, it's not worth it. Blah blah blah. Absolutely no discussion going on here. Twitter's a terrible place. It's a hellhole. It's actually garbage. Oh, wait a second. It's okay to be black, brown, ginger, mixed, striped, or spotted. Oh no. I feel like there's some. I feel like I can feel it. There's something wrong here. Something's wrong. I can feel it. I feel a disturbance in the force. Someone's gonna be racist here. Oh, I was wrong. I knew it. As soon as I saw the word mixed, I was like, they're going to descend on this one. Haven't seen Democrats this upset since Republicans freed the slaves. Nice one. Nice meme. Wow. Very funny. And we know who, and then we know which party would try to make them slaves again. White supremacy means ruling the lives of people of color while playing the victim card. That's how white families would hold picnics under lynched bodies. I mean, well, I don't think we have to go back that far to talk about the social problems of today. Much better? Okay. Let's find somewhere where it has like a little bit higher IQ. Let's get away from all the K-pop stands. Let's get away from all the bad faith takes. Hey, what's up, bud? We're scrolling through Twitter right now. We're in the "It's okay to be white" hashtag. It's very bad, and everything here makes me want to die. But I'm glad you could join us today. Literally everything here makes me want to die. It's very bad. I'm so glad I'm not on Twitter anymore. I'm so glad. It's the single greatest hashtag of the example of addressing a problem that doesn't exist. Plenty of today's societal problems exist because being white has been okay. I don't know if I agree. I don't know if I agree with this. There are a whole lot of people. Do you want to see a Brazilian music? I'm okay, bud. I'm fine listening to my chill hop right now. But I appreciate it. I don't know about this. I don't know about this tweet. I mean, yeah, there are a whole lot of like much bigger and far more important societal problems. I think this is a talk that needs to happen, especially among the left. We need to 100% rid our ranks of the people who make these really, really bad and off-color anti-white jokes and ironically and unironically hate on white people. I don't like it, and it's not effective, and it's not helping anybody, and it's bad. But at the same time, we need to be careful in how we address this. We don't want to play into their hands. Ooh. Something like he called me a cracker. Honestly, this is how most people in the in this tweet are probably gonna defend their takes. You're right, they don't. POC would be lost without your brilliant guidance. Only 0 followers. That's incredible. Yeah, these are a lot of people are running around with their alt accounts, just make new accounts real quick, or 81 tweets following 5. How long has this account been around for? Since December 2019. Yup. Sounds about right. Do claims ruin lives? I mean, I don't know. They're getting into some semantics game, like, not semantics, just like some weird nuanced trolling game. Let's see what else is being said here. I'm sorry to inform you, but you are white. Oh, damn. I'm also white. This makes both of us horrible human beings in the way we were born. Even if all this is lies, and the right will definitely run with literally anything, whether it's true or false. I think giving them ammo with like these garbage tier takes on this trending hashtag is just like adding fuel to the fire. I have no clue why it's trending. It shouldn't be trending. You shouldn't be looking at it whatsoever. Leave it alone. It'll die. Twitter's a terrible place. Plenty of today's societal problems exist because being white has been okay. Hey, what's up, bud? Welcome back. We're on Twitter. It's a terrible place. Nah, it's okay. I restarted my computer like real fast, and I just closed out of Fallen Order, and I guess we'll pick it up tomorrow. I guess. Clear you're not into in-depth social commentary. True. He probably is not smart enough to respond. He didn't say that. He said blame Whitey. Not even a girl? Okay. Okay, if you say so. Build a wall around Africa. Nice. It's a very big continent. I don't think you can do that. Funny, I was denied service at a fast food in the South just for being white. Hashtag that happened. r/that happened. Big r/that happened. Wait a second. In the South? South where? This person's Slovakian? This person's Slovakian and said that in the South, there are very few European migrants to the US. I don't know. Something tells me this is not real. There are a whole bunch of people faking it on Twitter, trying to get bonus points for being this or that. It's like saying I've never been convicted. Doesn't matter if it's 100% true. There's no, just dumb stuff. A whole lot of anecdotes that don't mean anything. It's disturbing though some of the anti-white hatred on this hashtag. It is. Is it though? I mean, it is. It 100% is. You shouldn't I think yes. You shouldn't we shouldn't be doing this. It's very bad. I don't think anyone should feel bad for their race. Specific people don't do things. It's broader society that does it. I don't think we should start condemning like skin colors. I think that's very dumb. It's not the path that we should be going down. See, this is, and I think like this person, let's see. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what this guy is talking about. like American Irish apparently. Really weird. Yeah, this person's probably pretty left wing. This person's pretty left wing, and they're just like, just saying it's disturbing some of the anti-white hatred in this hashtag. Yes, it 100% is. You shouldn't be hating on people just because of their race. Yes, there have been conditions that made like white people quite successful in the world, and then they went on to imperialize a lot of the world and commit many atrocities. That's truth. This is truth, right? But this does not condemn a skin color. This condemns actions of individuals, states, and countries. I think they happen to be white. It wasn't caused due to them being white, and even if it was, we still should not be able to. We shouldn't be doing that. It's Okay to Be White started trending because of a K-pop debate that literally has nothing to do with politics. But let the woke stay outraged. What is this? 2019 draws an end. Timely reminder that it's okay to be white. Faith in Twitter has been restored. The K-pop fans who started this hashtag are still utterly confused how It's Okay to Be White is now #1 trending worldwide. Poor mites. About apparently a debate about white-skinned K-pop performers that sort of spread the target market. Oh, 100%. Oh, 100%. In like Asian countries, if you're lighter, you're treated better. That's just a fact, right? And so obviously they're like the stars that rise up out of the K-pop scene are the ones who have usually the lightest skin. You usually don't get too many darker skinned Asian people and being the prime, being the like the flagships of the Asian pop market. That's just true. And things like they even like take pictures of these people and then lighten their skin up so they're like pale white, just the whiter you can get. And you've seen stuff like, oh, you got some water? Sick. And I have some water too. Like people will do drawings of these guys and girls and make them so incredibly white, just pale, sickly white. And because that's what they're looking up. That's what they look up to. That's their ideal. And it's really weird. It's really weird. It's just, honestly, it's just bordering on fetishization. You know what? Checks Twitter, adds to the It's Okay to Be White hashtag, deletes Twitter. Well, closes Twitter. Your sister and cousin with a bag of Lucky Charms eating the marshmallows. Honestly, I did that too. I never liked Lucky Charms. The cereal's bad, but the marshmallows are okay. They're like really dry. Big, y'all. Do you realize wow, just wow, 100%. Let's unpack this. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Yeah. That's all they have. Outrage, that's all they have. That and like a shifting political spectrum. Creeping further and further to the left. They're scared. Conservatives are really scared in this country. I don't know if you noticed, but like conservatives are the most paranoid people, scared paranoid people you've ever seen in your entire life. And that's like one of the main reasons why I'm not for just like mass gun ownership, because the type of people who run out and get guns, you probably shouldn't be the people who have them, right? I think that's an easy position to defend. You join them? Heck yeah, brother. Eat those marshmallows. The step above that is to separate the cereal from the marshmallows and then just pour milk onto the marshmallows and just eat them with a spoon. That's your next step. You'll get there one day. Don't let me stop you. understood it's okay not to be white. Honestly, for the repubs, facts. Yeah, it happens more frequently in society than we would like to admit. I 100% agree with this. There's a whole lot of like anti-white racism, or like anti a lot of other races, racism and supremacy in the black community. I think that needs to be stopped. It's all garbage. I do not agree. This is these like tweets that get up there are the only ones that thing is most do. I think a lot of people carry some really problematic tendencies and cognitive tics with them that can equal out to doing a lot of harm in society. I think that's true. No one's questioning that. Actually, they are. Yeah. Sure you do, buddy. You don't want to make these sort of broad statements, especially you don't want to make these sort of broad statements with these people, because it's really easy for them to hit back and then drown you in nuance without actually addressing the point at hand. The man, the myth, the legend. What's up, buddy? How's it going? You want to play? Oh, you watch on mobile? Well, I appreciate you. I watch on mobile too. Oh, can't you you could have me on in the background, can't you? I know my for me, but I have a Twitch Prime. I'm not sure if 400 IQ play reality. The only legend here is, listen, let me tell you, the only legend here is Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is a tactical. Use promo code SharkTheo0 to get 30% off your first week of subscription of Raid Shadow Legends. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Yeah, no problem. Have fun. I like my mobile games every once in a while, especially if I'm at work. Don't tell my boss, okay? Especially if I'm at work, I like to play a little bit of mobile games. Just helps the time go by, especially if I'm not doing anything. Because you can get done with work really easy. Bro, give me that Raid Shadow Legends link. Nah, dude, it's mine. I'm keeping it. I'm going to keep refreshing the page so the company will just keep feeding me money. Heck yeah, brother. Why is this trending? Oh, this is mad cringy. And I'm sick of it. Unearned benefits because they're white, refuse to A, recognize the privilege, B, work to dismantle it. Oh, this is now this is a tweet that has some terrible stuff on it. Anubis, just so you know, I'm scrolling through the "It's okay to be white" hashtag. It's very bad. There's literally no intellectual debate going on here, but it's Twitter, so I don't know what I expected. Can I open this in another tab? I cannot. I wish I could. I hate Twitter. I'm just really upset that I have to go back to, I have to try and scroll back to the place where I was if I click on a tweet. I hope that all the white people in my community, who are homeless or poor or addicted to opioids, recognize their white privilege and recognize their unearned benefits and work to dismantle their privilege. How? Wait, I can have you playing in the background? You should just be able to. There should be a setting which says allow audio to be playing in the background. If you click on the little the cog on mobile, that should be something you should be able to do. That's what I do personally. You can even exit out of your close your phone, and it should still be, the audio should still be playing. That's how I watch Twitch streams when I'm going to bed or something. This is a really bad argument. Saying that there are people who fall through the cracks and get fall through the cracks and fail, as we would call it in society, doesn't mean that some people don't have a specific advantage. This is the kind of argument that would be like, rich people don't have a perceived advantage. I remember when I saw someone who was rich begging on the street or like working at Walgreens or something. This means rich people aren't helped in society. Like, I mean, okay. Or celebrities, saying like a celebrity doesn't get certain privileges in society. We treat celebrities sometimes like modern day royalty. And these people definitely have some privileges in society that most people are not awarded. Did that work? Have fun with your games, buddy. This is 100% is true, and I don't think anyone can disagree with this. But the fact that some rich people don't always stay rich and sometimes they get poor doesn't prove that their privilege is not real. That's really ridiculous. You don't get it. White privilege means that you're not experiencing the same things as a result of being white. These things happen and are not directly connected to your whiteness. Yeah, I think people, when they hear the term white privilege, I don't agree with it in the same way that a lot of like dumb Twitter people agree with it. But I think when a lot of people hear the term white privilege, and this is probably a product of the way the left in general talks about it, is like you get like treated like royalty and no white people can fail because they're just so privileged. So poor, homeless, black, poor because of racism, poor white, homeless because they are losers. Ooh, this person's really not getting it. No, we don't know why they're poor. The same prejudice because of their skin. Truth. And honestly, I don't think they don't get treated to any sort of poor privilege prejudices. I feel like they get treated to a standard of different prejudices. I think a poor like white guy honestly has probably less advantages than like a poor black person in some instances, because it's something I'll have to get into at another time. It's a lot of talking. I just want to read these right now. Someone doesn't understand privilege, just still wants to be a victim. You remember the crack epidemic? It's a national crisis. Everyone is missing the white in the white privilege. It's only referring to skin color, not drugs or poverty or other hardship. Of course, white people experience those. We just don't experience racism against us in a certain regard. Only whites could be so naive. That's another thing that I've seen from like the mostly from like the far right community, where they're just like, white people are just so pure and so good. They're just like naive little children walking throughout the world, blind to the true hardships of the enemy creeping up on them, ready to snatch away everything they worked for. Kind of wild. Please give me a list of white privileges. Unearned benefits because I am told, because I could use some right now. This is true. It almost got ratioed. They're probably talking in there. Oh, those white teen girls, they steal. Heck yeah, brother, they steal. As someone who's grown up in like the Northeast and the South part, those girls love to steal. They love to do crime stuff. They love to do gang weed. They all about that gang weed. Think about other white people in school, really. You see? It's also like about being seen as part of an in-group, right? Part of the same group. I saw that that just happens. Housing discrimination. Yeah, a lot of these things, while not specific to other marginalized communities, especially racial communities, they're something that other racial communities experience to a degree that probably most white people don't. Which is truth, but does not justify crapping on white people. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know what? There was some like debate going on in there that didn't make me want to kill myself. I will accept it. What else is going on? Oh my gosh, it blew up. This is blowing up. Since I've been looking at it, it's gained 20,000 tweets. And K-pop is cringe is growing too. Oh no. One of the biggest lies of the last 4 decades is the big switch Southern strategy. Oh no, he's so dumb. We have some dumb boys in chat. The party's never switched. Our platform has basically remained the same since the founding. Democratic Party, it's a party of slavery, Jim Crow, and the KKK. Yeah, buddy. You should tell that to Richard Spencer and David Duke. I bet they'd really love to hear it. I bet they'd really love to hear that, buddy. I think they're a little confused. Oh, look at this terrible. Look at this terrible meme. But FDR had a Southern strategy, but you won't find it described as a Southern strategy. Since Wikipedia is biased. Wikipedia is biased against the almighty. Oh, what is this? Seize the donk? Seize the donk. Carpe donkdom. Oh, he's in Kekistan. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. As you can see, don't you think it's great that these people have to go back to like 1856 to find like the good things the right-wing party has done? I love it. Look at all the good things we did in the 1800s and early 1900s. Yes, look at all the great things we did 100 and 150 years ago. We've done it, boys. It's all coming together. Let's see what else we can find. Let's scroll. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this a scene from a comic where Black Panther broke Captain America's shield? That's kind of sick. I never saw that. My dad loves comic books. He loves comic books. I'm white and I've never done anything, so why should I feel ashamed? You shouldn't feel ashamed, but we benefit from a system that our ancestors put in place through these and other atrocities. It's not our fault. It's not our responsibility. But it is our responsibility to try and make it right. I think it's all of our responsibility, and we should be working as one. extremely indignant. I want to see a response. Will this boy respond? Oh, he's a Keck boy. January is official International It's Okay to Be White month. All around the world, posters will be going up. 5 simple words affirming our right to exist and well-being. Coming from someone? Oh, let's take a look. What's this guy talking about? Our elites are shaping our spirit. Elites are telling us to hate ourselves and our culture. Elites teach our children something. Thanks to the silence, smeared and purged. Nature conservation, dogs and frogs. Oh no. You see, Tucker? It's not the left stuff you worry about. So true, Nick. Thank you. Oh no. Oh no. This person's a Nick Fuentes fan. I see. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I respect it just about as much. What happened here? You count the tweets are protected. Something happened. Something happened here, and it's all gone. Are you really fighting with Stan Twitter? Oh, is this Stan Twitter? Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this, and I'm over it. I'm done with it. What else can we find here on Twitter? You know what? Let's type in Vosh. I like Vosh. And they say bad things about him. And I'd like to look at bad things said about him. I can't show any videos of him or anything because I don't want to be banned because he's banned from Twitch. But I'm pretty sure we can look at stuff. Why am I blocked? I just want to see a bad thing Vosh said. Lex. This is a person who we would describe as a woke scold. They're extreme orthodox left, sort of the same type of person who would probably be on the it's okay to be white hashtag and say some pretty bad things. It's surprisingly anemic drama. I'll unblock everyone when Vosh unblocks me. Take it up with him. I can block whoever I want. I mean, sure. Yeah, I think this person is a bad faith actor. And they tweet a whole lot. Let's see what they tweeted recently. Those new to arguing with me, remember the number one rule is if I block you, I win. Sick. This person, they really hate Vosh. They really hate Vosh. Every time you type in his name, you'll find like another thing about him that they've said. Jokes about transgenocide, excusable, funny, TM. Jokes about white male side, serious bussiness, serious bussiness. Creates Nazis. I mean, these types of jokes are very bad, as we can see in the it's okay to be white hashtag. It can be very bad sometimes. And I think it's something that we shouldn't be doing. I really, really do. I'm really sick of the number of people I've seen that think it's okay to assume someone's gender based on how they look, and B people are not their assigned gender. Heck, I mean, I think it's pretty okay to assume people's gender by the way they look. By the way they look is probably an expression of their gender in most cases. And I mean, you can be wrong and you could easily be corrected, but I don't know how else we're supposed to bro, you have no idea how many times I've been called ma'am in public. F cis people. Okay. He, him, please. Apparently they're trans. They're a trans man. So being treated as not your gender sucks. I mean, it sucks, but people can't read your mind. No, should we? I don't know. I don't know. I'm very concerned when it comes to this because I don't know how you're supposed to read people's minds or assume someone is a gender that you don't, unless you are looking for people to like announce their genders all the time, which I don't think is very conducive to like an easy flow of discussion or just like easy flow of regular human interaction. You put like a huge embargo on people wanting to talk to each other in many cases. I think it's pretty easy to with just like assuming someone's gender. And I don't know. I don't know if they're like a non-binary trans type of trans person, but I don't know. It's just weird. Worst thing about this is one thing that I saw. Like the worst thing about calling out people like Vosh or Contra, realizing how much the effing community hates NB people. It's so much worse to the point where I actually would rather not even know sometimes. I don't think they hate NB people. I don't think any of these people hate non-binary people. None of them. And they never responded. He just like made fun of him. And then just like made fun of him and then like never responded to like the genuine question of agreed nonsense, but at the same time it doesn't feel like it's right to say I'm trans. It's so weird. I do not appreciate them. I wish the left was better. We should do some real healing, some real advocacy. Did everyone just forget about Vosh's unsolicited dick pics and constant sexual advances on people who weren't interested? Did that just slip your mind? Who's Vosh? Weirdo leftist YouTuber. I just found him. He seems to be doing fine. No sign of mental breakdown, nor incessant hate comments. When did this happen? Not the same thing. I'm too tired to get into this right now. Get some rest, friend. Who is this? Vosh, Peter Coffin, Angie, never heard of them. June, that's Shoe on Head. Have you ever heard of her? All blocked me. Guess they think they got a better shot with Nazis than with me. They do actually, because I'll never swallow their bullshit. Fuck BreadTube with their willingness to be culpable with bigots and reactionaries. To capitulate, my bad. What's going on? Language nerd, world builder, socialist, progressive, drawer, not exactly an artist. Vosh, 50k, let's go, boys. Anyone who doesn't want to deal with a sea lioning Vosh fan, do yourself a favor and block this asshole. Okay. They hate him. They hate him. They don't like him. They don't want anything to do with him. I think he's been doing pretty well. And I would look up his videos, but I cannot. I really think he's been doing pretty well for himself and doing a lot for the community as well. So what can you say? I have at least 100 female followers and 0 boob pics. What am I doing wrong? 100. He has 55,000 followers and he has roughly 100. That's incredible. That's hilarious. Oh, it's a look, guys. It's a blue fitted booby. It's finally, it's everything he's ever wanted. And there's tits. Is he actually married? That'd be crazy. Boobs. Oh no, we're not clicking on that. We're not clicking on that. I know where Twitter goes, okay? I'm very anti-gun. I'm a leftist. I don't give a heck what Mark said about them. I'm for a strict gun ban and that destruction of all existing guns, though I know it'll never happen. I'm not for that. I think countries can get along just fine with guns being available. I just think we need stricter laws. There are too many crazy people out there. And it seems that the data shows that less guns in general leads to a better society. What is this? Kids don't need to learn about that shit and immediately spouting at MRA talking points. Yeah, I mean, shoe stuff can get very problematic, especially back in the day. Vash's garbage in this video essay. I will. Oh, is there a video essay coming? I want to see a video essay. What is this? Coolest, angriest disabled person you'll meet. Oh, the disabled person. They go by they. Okay, y'all. End of January, I'ma start filming and make a real nice, comprehensive debunk of Vash. If they do, I wanna know about it. If they do, oh no, we've made a grave mistake. We shouldn't have scrolled. I knew scrolling through a timeline of someone with gender pronouns in their bio would be a problem. Freaking Coomers. Always Coomin. I don't think he should. Oh, this was one thing. I've been following Vash for a little bit, and I didn't mention it, but unsolicited dick pics. He never sent dick pics to anyone, as far as I know. Now I could be wrong, but as far as I know, no one's been able to like come up with pics. I'm not sure where this came from, but it seems that just not true. Vash versus Pig Puncher or non-compete versus Dot Slime. Make it happen. Gushian. I think this person's name is Gushian. They're a YouTuber, apparently. Oh, they're a Twitch streamer. They're a streamer. Oh, they're streaming 5 hours ago. Look at that. Politics of Pokemon. I think Gushin is trans, if I remember correctly. She, her, they, them. Yes. Covering polyamory today, but it seems like my allies are missing. Oh, apparently this is like mean stuff he said or something. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like any of these people. Vosh is a strasserist. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that word means. Let's look it up. Radical mass action or worker-based form of Nazism. Oh. Hostile to Jews, not from a radical culture or religious perspective, but from an economic basis to achieve national rebirth. Oh, okay. So she's calling him like a Nazi. I can't look at any clips. I would like to look at clips, but I just cannot. Maybe another time. He really strikes me as arrogant and ill-advised to speak from some point of authority on non-binary folk. Non-binary folk are a vast concept, and apparently what happened was he said that if you're like attracted to someone who identifies as non-binary, as in like you don't identify with like male or female, man or woman, you aren't necessarily queer for that. Like, which I agree with. A lot of non-binary people are just like effectively straight, and they don't like that when you say that, but I think it's just true. Like for a lot of the time, like the non-binary people that I've interacted with, they're like effectively straight or cis. They're pathetic dipshits. Real story. I don't want to watch the guy who says NB can't be lesbians. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. Let's see. There's something he said. He did reply to Gushian. Let's see where we can find this. All leftists born after 1993 can't theory. All they know is Twitter, charge their phone, eat bread, and lie. Whoops. It's Destiny. Oh wow, look guys. Oh no, my bad. I thought K-pop is cringe took over It's Okay to Be White, but it didn't. How sad. Man, could you even imagine my shock if that happened? I can't. I want to find out where this is. Where is this? Here it is. Just to clarify, I never said or implied that NBs aren't LGBT. Only that in some circumstances, a straight person's attraction towards an NB person doesn't necessarily make them straight or queer. There's a longer clip that dives more into this, I think. Truth. New title of the left conscious flush. My woke scolds. Listen, they're the big woke scolds, okay? They're very mean and they make me very sad. Kind of offensive to say because it sucks, but it's true that a lot of people just don't really see non-binary as representative. True. My knee-jerk reaction to this was very negative because of my NBS is tired of being invalidated, but in some circumstances, you're right. My BF is heterosexual. His attraction to someone who presents as feminine and as I'm not sure what this means. I'm not sure what this means. I'm not this deep into this like gender stuff, okay? Doesn't make him queer. So it's valid, but not gonna lie, I did get angry at first, which is true. I think you can as someone a part of this group, I think you can easily get angry at this, but you know, what are you gonna do? I think this is a very easy take to digest. What's an NB? Yeah, I think it's a pretty reasonable take to take and a pretty reasonable one to defend. Who's replying to someone? Who is this person? Oh, he's replying to himself. Oh, he just keeps talking. Oh, my bad. They just keep talking. Bro, this is easy. These are easy memes. I don't know what you're talking about. But okay. I'm tired now. I think that's going to be it for me. I'm sorry my game crashed. I wish I could have gone even further into Wish I could have gotten even further into Fallen Order. I don't know. We may have even been able to finish the game, maybe, but you know, maybe tomorrow. I'll reset my computer. I'm gonna look at a couple settings and see what's going on. But thank you everybody for watching. I'll be live tomorrow. I guess we're gonna be playing Fallen Order or maybe Sekiro, one of the two, and we're gonna see how that goes. I want to start even earlier, probably about as soon as I get home. So I'm probably gonna be getting on about 6 Eastern Standard Time. You're still here, buddy? Thank you, bud. It's okay. I am getting tired. Twitter is melting my brain, and I'm scared to load up another game right now. I have to look at my settings. But yeah, we're probably going to be playing Fallen Order again to actually finish the game, hopefully. So, end of stream. Streaks, poggers, and poggers. I can't do poggers. I don't think. It's really sad. But I'll see you later, bud. And thanks to you, Anubis, for stopping by. I'm not sure if you're still here, but I appreciate you for stopping by as well. And I'll see you all tomorrow, just like every single day. Current streak is 2. Heck yeah, buddy. Let's go even further. Let's go even further. Good night. Hope you sleep well.